everybody. It's your girl, Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. I pushed all the reviews back to Friday so everyone can enjoy their Thanksgiving. I also enjoyed my Thanksgiving. I had a relaxed day, not too much. Didn't go overboard, anything like that. Just very relaxed around the house. I had to work the day before and the day after. So let's get into the challenge. Hey, Eric, happy Thanksgiving to you. Hey, Marlon, I see you all in the chat. Thanks for joining. I'm trying to figure out where to start with this episode. If you all didn't read the title I gave the episode, I was like, this was just a lot of drama and a lot of fluff just to get rid of Big T. Like, Big T. Hold on, this light right here, that was going to drive me crazy. Okay, this is much better. The episode opened up blah the way it always opens up. I believe this is Kyle's first time coming over to the Sapphire team. We had a little segment of CT. It seemed like he was auditioning for this new movie he's getting ready to be in. I didn't understand the dramatics with CT. I don't want Kyle on my team. Is he coming over here for sabotage? Is he coming over here to, what did he say? To get on the winning team? Like, he came over there to get on the winning team. Like, Ruby is a cursed team. Nobody wants to go to Ruby. At this point in time, I really wouldn't even want to go to Emerald. I would want to join up with CT too if this is going to be a team final. We don't know. I guess we got one more week to find out. But I would join up with CT as well. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be on the team with Big T. But she's gone. I mean, hey, Miguel, I see you in the chat. I had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you. Get in the chat. What's up with CT and Kyle? Like, aren't they somewhat best friends? If not even, they use the best friend word very loosely on this show. But aren't they somewhat cool friends? Like, Kyle has come in second in many finals. Why wouldn't you be happy that Kyle is on your team? I don't know. I got my Stella Rose tonight, y'all. You all already know. Tonight is going to be a long night. It's going to be a busy night. I got my water bottle and I got the whole bottle of Stella Rose. 6 o'clock is going to be what we doing now, the challenge. 7 o'clock, me and Charles going to get together and do Survivor, and I am excited for Survivor. That was a good episode Wednesday. And then at 6, 7, 8 o'clock, All Stars 2. So it's going to be a long night. We're going to have a good time. I hope y'all come back for each. I agree, Isaiah. The beef is for the cameras. I didn't, you say CT doesn't like Kyle since when? Since what, last week? He's always liked Kyle. I don't get it. A lot of emotions this episode. It was another emotional scene amongst Tori and Devin about apologizing and we were best friends, and if you vote me in, we'll no longer be best friends. And I'm like, bitch, just last season y'all hated each other. How did y'all become best friends? It ain't even been a year, because 36 was just a few months ago. So within a few months, you all became best friends, kind of like Devin and Josh are best friends. I'm like, I'm over the dramatics. I'm over it. Let's talk about the challenge. The challenge was 50-50. It was so. Like, I like seeing the $1 million in cash. I like that they had to transport the $1 million in cash. I agree. Very fake. Very fake. Very strange. I like that they only got 2 duffel bags. I felt like the 2 duffel bags was an equalizer, because even though Emerald got 20 people over there, they still only got 2 duffel bags. But in a way, it's not an equalizer, because they have more people to carry the bags, and two people could carry the bags instead of the men just throwing it over their shoulders. So, um, it is what it is. The Ruby team was giving them a run for their money. The Ruby team was really giving them a run for their money. I was hoping Ruby would have pulled it off. We're going to talk about this in a second because I want to know the hypotheticals. Like, who do you think, if Ruby would have won, who do you think would have been voted in and who would they have picked? I kind of got an idea in mind, but let's just get this challenge over. What I didn't like about this challenge, the run from the, what is it called, the safes to the cars was not that far. That was a little quick jog around the corner. And TJ talking about this a taste of my final. I'm like, if that's a taste of the final, anybody could win it. Anybody could win this final if that's a taste. I'm like, they ran a block, if that. That didn't even seem like a full time around the track. That was a very short run. And no hate on Big T. I'm sure if you all have been following me this long, you know how I feel about Big T. No hate on Big T, but if Big T was keeping up, the challenge wasn't too hard. It wasn't too hard. So I was kind of hoping Ruby would pull it off, but Emerald pulled it off. They had more people, so they were stuffing them bags full, and they had to take less trips. It wasn't much strategy. I was watching the aftermath with Devin Simone. I hate that the aftermath is all Emerald team. Like, where's everybody else? Where's Nelson? Where's Amanda? Like, they were making it seem like they had this genius strategy. I'm like, you all just put more in the bags. That was about it. And then Big T playing dumb. Like, Big T, what was your team strategy? I don't know. I'm like, it ain't a strategy. Put the money in the bag and run. That you don't need a genius strategy to win this. You just, who can take the least amount of trips and do it the fastest. It is what it is. So let's jump over to the comments because I want to ask you all a question real quick. The show is broke. How did they? That's funny. We know that wasn't real money. I can't stand Emerald, me neither. Did I see Nelson tell Devin that his own team? I did see that, and that's a fact. Nelson didn't tell any lies. Has Devin been to a final? I don't recall, but Devin is the layup. Devin has always been the layup for the men for me. Like, and you're the last one left, and I believe there's one more guys elimination. And if the Emerald team doesn't win, Devin is going in next week. Whoever they vote in is going to pick Devin, or why not even vote Devin in? They should have listened to Tori, but I don't think even if they would have listened to Tori, they should have been stuffing those bags all along. It looked like they had too much money to stuff it and get all of it. I don't think they would have been able to get it all, even if they would have listened to Tori. Devin did gas out. Devin's performance to me was worse than Big T's. But then again, Big T didn't have to carry any money. But in the finals, you always have to carry something. It's going to be something that's going to require strength, and that Emerald team doesn't have it when it comes to the men. You don't know who would have been picked, but all I know is Amanda would have seen the elimination. Amanda would have been picked. Let's get to that real quick. That was my question for the chat. If, by chance, Ruby would have won. I don't know what CT, Kyle, and Emmy was doing. It looked like they was far behind everybody else. But if Ruby would have pulled it off, who do you think Ruby would have voted in? And who do you think that person would have picked? I think Tori, being the so-called best friend of the Emerald team now, I don't know when she became best friends with all of them. Tori would have had the Sapphire team voted Emmy. The Ruby team voted Emmy. And Emmy would have picked Amanda. And that's what it would have been. So Because if they would have voted in Amanda, Amanda would have picked Nani, and they wouldn't want no they wouldn't want to risk Amanda taking out Nani. So I think they would have voted in Emmy, let Emmy pick Amanda. That was a puzzle. Any one of them could have went home. Tori said it was it was a short run, a very short run. So I wasn't really hyped on the difficulty of the challenge. It was like y'all run around the corner real quick to get a thing of milk for your mama. You're not doing too much. Michelle, when you write, you write, and I'm with you when you write. This wasn't a very exciting challenge, and the teams were mismatched. But it wasn't no time challenge where production could have been like, "Oh, the Emerald Team won by 2 seconds." You know, this is something where outright we can clearly see who's the winner, and these are the type of challenges that I like. Bring back more of this. When do they keep bringing Devin? Why do they keep bringing Devin to the aftermath? He's not even winning with the men that's left. I know I'm reading these comments out of order, but let me know if you think I'm right or wrong. I feel like I hope I'm wrong, but to me, when the aftermath is constantly the Emerald team, a part of me feel like Emerald must win this. They must win it, because why would the losers be the one explaining the game? Why would the losing team be the one explaining everything that's happening week after week after week after week? I don't see Emerald running away with a final, especially with CT and Kyle on a team together. With Big T going home, you just made the Ruby team a strong team without Big T. Do y'all think that was sabotage? Was it sabotage for the Ruby team to throw it, like Tori said, don't, like, let's take one more trip just so they can ensure Big T is gone? Because they have to be feeling the final is around the corner, and nobody wants Big T on their team. And that's just a fact. Like or love, hate, whatever you want to say about Big T, nobody wants to run a final with her. Oh, Devin went to a final with Cheyenne. They must have lost, because I don't remember. If Ruby wins, I assume they vote in Emmy. That's what I thought. Who was this? Why are you coming here with all that noise? I'm doing a video, so I'll talk to you when I finish. All right. I'm sorry. The teenager is home for Thanksgiving break. I'm like, who's coming over here with all this noise? Okay, back to the focus. They will vote Emmy in. Her first choice certainly would be Amanda, but once Emmy sees it's a puzzle, she might end up picking Nani. Or KC. Is KC good at puzzles? And does Emmy know that Amanda is a puzzle master? I don't know, but I would have just loved to see. I just would have loved to see anything but Big T versus Emmy. If I skip some of y'all comments, I apologize this week. I just want to get through, but I might go back. Yeah, because I see some questions I want to get back to. So I'm gonna go back. So we know what's going in. Let's talk about this deliberation. I didn't feel like we needed all this drama to vote in Big T, especially when Big T asked to be voted in. And the Emerald team is so shaken. Like, the only two people Big T can pick is Emmy and Tori. And clearly, the probability, even in a puzzle, I don't care what the challenge is, the probability of Big T beating Emmy or Tori is slim. Why do we have all this drama? Devin, if you vote me in, I promise I won't be your friend anymore. It's going to be the end of a friendship. It's going to be the end. Tori, if you that scared to go against Big T, maybe you shouldn't be on the challenge. That's kind of weak to me. And I'm with you, Stacey. I did want Big T to win because I would have liked to see Big T go over to Emerald and just rock their world. I just wanted a change. But I just didn't like the threats, the drama. I'm like, Big T wants to go down there. Tori, you know Big T isn't gonna pick you. So why do you care? Just Emerald team vote in Big T and let it be. And hell, I don't even think Big T would have even really went to the Emerald team. She always said she wanted to go to Sapphire. Now, I saw it in the chat. Let me see if I can go back and find it. I ain't gonna be. Oh, okay. I could see CT manipulating Emmy into calling out Casey. Do we think Emmy is CT's weapon of the season? And why is it that people say CT is using Emmy and he's so much nicer to Emmy than he was to Big T last season? What I see with CT, I don't think he gives a damn about Emmy. I think 100% he weaponizes Emmy. I don't think he could have manipulated Emmy into calling out Casey. Maybe Nani. I don't see Casey. I don't think Emmy is that dumb, but she may be, because we done seen Emmy do a lot of stupid stuff just because Uncle CT said Uncle CT. I hate that. It makes my skin crawl when she says Uncle CT. But CT only values Emmy because Emmy is a winner. Emmy can keep up with him. Emmy is good at the challenges. Where Big T brought him down. He was a loser. Which really this season, he's still losing. He still ain't winning nothing. But I just really want to see what the final will be like. I want to see what is it going to be like War of the Worlds 2, where the more people you have, the more weight you have, and it's a struggle because now you got all this weight? Or is it going to be fair? Like, I really don't want it to be teams for the final. But let's see what we're talking about in the comments. The drama came from Tori being scared. When isn't Tori scared? That's why all the people left in the game, I don't know why they have all this talk, why they have all this mouth. All of them are scared. All of them. That's why I can't wait to talk about All Stars 2, because old girl over on All Stars 2 is like, I don't give a fuck who is in the arena. I'm going to do what I got to do when I get there. And that's why I miss the skulls. This would have been a perfect season for them to have to earn a skull to see TJ's final. Matter of fact, I like the skull twist. That's something I never want to see change. I just didn't like that everybody got the opportunity to get a skull. But even if everybody get the opportunity, at least you got to go down there one time to go to the final. This would have been the perfect season for that. Because now you can't play scared. Now they wouldn't have put in all those rookies. They would have saved them rookies for when they have to get their skull. So all of them are scared. It's not just Tori. Her last 2 seasons, she got sent home by girls she thought were easy wins. Jenna and Anissa. That one with Jenna. See, Jenna was fighting through something. Wasn't she mad at Zach? But she always mad at Zach about something. Jenna took her anger out on Tori in that elimination because everybody thought Jenna was gonna quit, and that's what made that elimination so good. Because Tori was like, "Yeah, I'll go in with Jenna because she gonna quit. I'm gonna win anyway." And Jenna went in there and washed her, and that was good. Anissa, Tori just don't have no lower body strength, or she didn't. Her legs just aren't as strong as Anissa's. And she couldn't pull that crate over, but that's what she get. She always scared. That's what happened that season when Big T turned all the rookie girls against her, because Tori always wants to go against the weakest person instead of just, if you this big badass Tori who everybody should be scared of, you should just go in there and do work. But to me, Tori needs to pipe down until she wins. If Tori doesn't win this season, pipe down. Now, question for the chat, and then we're going to get back to the elimination, all that stuff. If Tori, this is a shady question. If Tori wins this season, does it count if it's a team win? Like if Tori wins with Nelson and Logan, is it the same as winning when you aren't on a team? I don't know. A part of me says no. Like, I don't know. I got to see it. I feel like you should get an asterisk by your name if you win with a team. You should at least win solo or with a partner. I don't know. But let's move on. I agree with you, Marlon. Wait, I picked the wrong comment. It went too fast. Half of these vets would not be here if it was a skull twist. Nani wouldn't. Devin wouldn't. I don't know about Tori. Tori probably would have manipulated herself to get in there against Big T or something. Josh is never there. Josh is never at the end, so I don't know why he's surprised he went home. A lot more of them. A lot of them wouldn't be there talking cash money shit. Tori is overrated. Cam beat her on her. She sure did. Oh, that was so good. It was Cam rookie season. Tori thought she was coming in as what, a eliminator, whatever they called them people back in the day, mercenaries, whatever they were called. She thought she was getting ready to rock Cam, and she was the only mercenary to lose. Wasn't she? Yeah. I don't. Forgive my brain. I don't remember. Shady comment. She not winning. Y'all don't think Tori, Nelson, and Logan are a strong team? I think they at least come in second. I don't see Emerald winning anything with Devin. Everyone glorifying Emmanuel, but what has Emmanuel done? We don't know what Emmanuel could do because he hasn't had to do anything but sit next to KC. So I wouldn't want to take my chance with the rookie. Nani's not winning it. Amanda, I don't have no faith in Amanda. The only one on that team that's going to pull that team is KC, and KC ain't finished no final. The one final KC did finish, she came in last. So I think at least Nelson and Tori and them might come in second. I don't know. I'm happy you with me, Eric. It's not the same. If you don't win solo or with a partner, you But then Chris comes over here and says a win is a win. It's less impressive, yes, but a win is a win. I agree, because that's like Darrell. He got them 6 wins, but all of Darrell's wins were with teams. That's why I want Darrell to go over on All Stars and win one. But I don't know. I ain't gonna. Let's not hate on Tori no more. Okay, go hate. Nelson said Emmy is Rookie of the Year. I mean, I'm gonna give Emmy her props for winning 4 eliminations. You get props for that, but Rookie of the Year is a no. You can't be Rookie of the Year licking ass. You can't be Rookie of the Year not having a mind of your own. You can't be Rookie of the Year and not even understand how to play the game. What is Emmy gonna do her next season when CT doesn't come back? People are pumping Emmy's head up because they can use Emmy. But what are you going to do when Cam comes back? Polly and Cara come back. Michaela now understand what's up. She comes back. What Emmy gonna do then? So I don't know. I think production is trying to get rid of it for Tori to win with the weak girls this season. But if the final is individual, she is screwed because Casey is stronger with her. I agree. I agree. And then somebody said Tori can't do puzzles. Yeah, because was I watching Drew? I think I was watching Drew when I was on the way to get my nails. I was on the way to my nail appointment and I was listening to Drew. And I think he said Amanda is the one who knows how to do the puzzles. But Devin knows how to do the puzzles over there. So the Ruby team doesn't have a puzzle person. They might be screwed. They might be screwed. Let me go through. Okay, let's come back to the comments. Hide that comment. Let's get to the elimination. So we get to the elimination. I like this elimination. It was at least an entertaining elimination. They got to jump in the bath of ice, hold their breath, go underneath the crate, ring a bell, come back. Then they have to solve some kind of Rubik's Cube Tetris style puzzle. It was an equalizer. Now, Big T called herself the puzzle queen. Don't call yourself the puzzle queen till after you win. Like, once you win the elimination, be like, puzzle queen. But until you win, just be quiet and do your work. Just the side of hair. It's so opposite on camera that I'm trying to. Okay, I feel better. It could have been anybody's game, but Emmy did have CT and everybody helping her, and I felt bad. It has to be an awful feeling when you're on a cast. Everyone is like, "Oh, I love you, Big T. You're my friend. You're so cool." Da da da, whatever. And then you get into elimination and silence. No one is helping you. No one is rooting for you. You get Amanda every once in a while. You guys are doing great, but no one's going like, "Go Big T, flip it, reverse it, pull this one out." Like, to me, if I was Big T, everything CT was saying to Emmy, I would have been doing to my own puzzle because y'all got the same puzzle. It just was. It didn't seem like a wash. It seemed like it was a close elimination. Emmy won it. Emmy went right back to her damn Uncle CT, and it was boring at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, Big T was just happy to be there because she should have went home 2 weeks ago. So it is what it is. Have you all been on Twitter? Right before I logged in to StreamYard, I saw that Big T says she's retiring and she's not coming back, or she's taking some kind of break. How do you all feel about Big T taking a break? Me personally, I'm happy. I'm tired of the layups coming, ruining, taking up space from people who really want to play. And I'm not saying Big T doesn't want to play the game. I think Big T comes on every season trying to get in where she fits in. But to me, Big T is somebody that they laugh at instead of laughing with. Like, oh, she going to culinary school. Great. Follow your dreams, girl, because this ain't it. This ain't it. Because to me, if you're not willing to train, and this is the one thing I'm gonna say about Josh, and I don't say too much nice about Josh. At least Josh comes back every season stronger. He's running, he's lifting weights, he has a trainer. At least he's taking it serious. Like, he a layup, he emotional, but at least every season Josh is trying to come back stronger. I'm tired of the big T's and Anissa that's just coming here to be on TV. Because at least Anissa has a long web of friends that she can at least work with. But like, if Big T doesn't get in, she's just there until they decide to throw her in. She's just a vote for whoever. She's never the leader of a strategy. But anyway, let's get back to it. They did all help Ashley with something. I didn't like everybody helping Emmy either. It's kind of like, but I get it. Nobody want Big T on a team to go run a final. And it, to me, you can't be my friend. You can't be my friend in one voice and then call me trash the next. So that's why I was hoping Ruby would have won. The only people who can call themselves puzzle kings and queens are the people who I know it's gonna get shady, Christopher. Are the people who can't do anything else. Don't want to admit they bad at everything. You right with Devin. Big T can't be a puzzle queen because she ain't win her puzzle. Amanda, and I'm gonna give it to CT. CT is one person who he's very well rounded. That's why all season, I'm telling you, every elimination I would have voted CT in until he went home. Because as long as CT is out there, he can run. Mind you, CT was winning these finals when he had his dad bod. Now he back in shape. He really gonna win. He could run. He can do math. He can do puzzles. He can do them carnival games. He willing to eat any and everything. How do you stop CT? Y'all could have stopped him by letting Big T go over there on his team. But oh well. I'm happy she went to culinary school. I'm happy. I think I would just like Big T off the show. She's wasting space. I agree. Let Esther or Priscilla, one of them can be her replacement. They both are competitors. I like Priscilla. I would like to see what Priscilla would do in a fresh game. Knowing everybody and they for their works. I would like to see what Priscilla would do in a fresh game. Esther, I do like Esther. I like Esther, but I would take Priscilla over Esther. Um, well, let me see what Miguel was talking about. Sad for her, but last season will be the only good season of the challenge. Well, what did she do last? Oh, because she won that swimming elimination, that one daily. I don't know. I I don't know. Like, if Big T ain't gonna work out and try to do better, or at least, even if you're not gonna work out, if she ain't gonna get in and try to drive the strategy, be the leader of a strategy, try to get two or three people to vote with her, like if she not gonna be physical in the challenges, at least be the leader of some kind of strategy. But if you're not gonna do either or, you're a waste of space on the show to me. Now, some people love Big T and they love her personality. She's so bubbly and they love to watch her on the TV. I'm not one of those people. I've never really, I don't want to come off as a hater, but let's move on. I'm fine with Big T not coming back. She deserves better than the toxic house of people who don't respect her. True. And she can be replaced with someone who can actually be competitive. Very true. And that's a very nice way of saying what I'm trying to say. A very nice way of saying what I'm trying to say. Apparently, this season is setting up for Rivals 4. I don't know. Isaiah, who do you think is going to be Rivals? If anything, if this is a setup for Rivals 4, it's a lot of fake beef going on. And it's people like Josh and Fessy want to fight, or maybe Corey and whoever want to fight, fighting with strong people so they can have a strong partner. CT and Kyle want to fall out. I don't see any true beefs. I don't see any true beefs this season. It's been a cakewalk for the vets. So I don't know. I hope it's not a setup for. I don't want to see Rivals 4. What I'm hoping it is next season. I would like to go back. I keep wanting to say fresh meat, but it's free agents where it's everybody for themselves. I would like to see everybody for themselves game. And then I like it when you lose, what they doing over there on All Stars. If you lose, you automatically in. We ain't got to vote. And then the other collective, y'all can flip cards. I really love that of free agents because it was kind of like it took a lot of the fixing fake alliances out of it. Like flip a card, you flip the card, you're going in. If you lose, you're going in. I like that. 90. I be seeing a good comment and a shady comment, and I put it on the screen before I read it. 90 needs to retire next. Agree. I just go ahead and agree. 90 gone over there to All Stars and play with them. Cause if it wasn't for your girlfriend this season, 90 would have been at home. I hope. See, I'm not reading it. I hope Big T's break is permanent. She had multiple seasons to get in shape and has failed, but gets upset when CT doesn't choose her. A fact is a fact. I wasn't trying to put the shady ones up there, but fact is a fact. They should not be playing with friends on the challenge if they expect things for them. Talking about everyone left this season. One thing I don't like about these games and why I love Survivor so much, we can be friends all we want to be, but I want $1 million. When I go home with $1 million, I'll call you. I apologize. I seen the $500 gift card, and we could be cool. But when I'm at Challenge House, I want to win. And as a friend, you shouldn't manipulate me and be like, "Oh, on our friendship, if you put me in, I ain't gonna be your friend no more." Okay, bitch, bye. I'm gonna have $1 million. I can get some new friends. Trust me, my only friend in life isn't you. And once I get my paper, I'll get some new friends. That's what I don't like about this show. Like, I'm gonna have some kind of loyalty and wanting to work with my friends, but I'm always want the money for myself more than you. And if you don't have that attitude when you play in the challenge, Survivor, Big Brother, any other game for large amounts of money, if you don't want the money for yourself more than anybody else, then what are you there for? I don't know what you're there for. Because me helping you get $1 million ain't doing nothing for my student loans, ain't doing nothing for my mortgage, ain't doing nothing for this college tuition. It ain't doing nothing for none of that. So I agree. Like, leave the friendship at the door and play the game. Everybody over 90. I'm assuming this is a 90 stat. 11 years, 0 finals. 90 was just in the final last year. So that can't be a 90 stat. Oh, 0 final wins. Okay. Read the whole thing, Angie. Okay. That's a fact. They did this vet alliance for nothing masterful. Right. It's a lot of fours in there. They did this vet alliance and nothing is going to come of it but a CT win. I don't see how CT doesn't win. A part of me feels like he doesn't because the Emerald team is constantly on the Aftermath show, but I don't see how CT, Kyle, and Emmy don't win this. Unless, let's break it down because it ain't nothing else to talk about this episode. We've already figured out that next week is the last elimination before the final. I believe next week is going to be the last male elimination. And then the last 2 episodes will be the final. And then 2 more episodes for a reunion. So we're going to have a lot more lives to go. But I believe next week is going to be the last elimination. Let's think about this. I ain't watched the preview, so I don't know what the challenge is going to be. But let's say by chance, just by chance, Nelson, Logan, and Tori can pull off a win. And Nelson and Logan are safe. Does Tori, Nelson, and Logan have the balls to throw in CT? Do they have the balls to do it? I'm gonna come back to some of y'all comments. I want to see what y'all say about this. Charles, I ain't see you in the chat. Hey, Charles. CT and Nelson will fight for the win. Y'all not saying nothing about y'all think Ruby will throw CT in next week. I don't know. A lot of people feel like Devin will get thrown in next week, or at least be the house vote. Somebody, I was watching Drew. That's where all these ideas come from. I was watching Drew. I told y'all on the way to the nail shop. Okay, now y'all saying it. They don't think since Logan is like Emmanuel. Right, so Logan isn't going to vote in Emmanuel. I want them, let me see. Probably he'll call Emmanuel and win. I don't know, maybe. I don't think they would, because I think Tori would be like, oh, CT. You got to take this final chance at getting, what else can he do? If this the last, okay, they all scared of CT. Okay, who cares? Who cares? Nelson and Logan are already safe, so what they scared for? You throw in CT. This your last chance. So it's not like he can come back in the house and win next week and throw you in. This the last elimination. Why not take the shot at CT? At best, he gonna call out Devin. I don't care what nobody says. CT is gonna call out Devin because Devin is the weakest one left in the game. And then let the producers put a puzzle down there so the two puzzle kings, whatever they want to call themselves, can duke it out. And that could be Devin took Bananas out in the puzzle. So to me, that's the only way I see anybody winning the final is if you can get CT out. You got to take the last shot at CT. CT could go to Emerald if he's thrown in the last elimination and wins. Why would he want to go to Emerald? Why? When Nani and Amanda's still over there. If to me, CT could win a final with Kyle and Emmy easy. I wouldn't want to go over to Emerald if I was CT and I won the elimination. I would go back to where would I go back to? Because see, if CT takes out Devin and goes over to Emerald, he could only swap places with Emmanuel. So now CT would be the only man on Emerald. Yes, he would have KC, but he still got to drag along Nani and Amanda. So I don't see him doing that. But we shall see. We shall see. All the male vets hasn't been to finish the finals. Am I reading this right? All the male vets hasn't been to a final in season. CT just came off a win, multiple wins. It's the writings on the wall. I agree. That's why I say next week is, if Sapphire doesn't win, they need to throw CT in there. That's your last shot. It's your final shot. My prediction is Casey and CT winning if it's a pair win. But how do they become a pair? And that would be so unfair for we to do all this work all season. We done had to work in these bullshit ass partners, these bullshit ass teams, just for CT and KC to some kind of way at the end become a pair and win it all. They could have just gave them $1 million at the beginning of the show and let us move on. We have to watch all of this. That can't happen, Isaiah. It sounds nice, but it can't happen. Production ain't letting CT go home. Why not? Why not? He can go home. He done made all his money. He done been on every episode. He can go home. I don't think CT wants to go to Emerald. I agree. I think he's happy with the small teams because he knows he can do everything himself and just need people to keep up with him on the runs. Facts. That's how he won last season with Amber B. He just needed somebody to keep up. And in Amber's case, she was ahead of him, but he just needs somebody that can run. And he could win the final by himself. So he ain't got to go over there with Amanda and Nani needing a water break. He ain't going to no Emerald team. If CT wins an elimination, he could steal Logan's spot on Ruby with Tori and Nelson, and that would be a great team. Christopher, I don't know. Kyle, whatever fake stuff Kyle and CT are doing, it's fake. It's for the TV screen. Ain't nothing else going on in the house. Y'all go argue and have a scene, whatever. CT knows Kyle has been to plenty of finals. He's placed high in plenty of finals. He can finish on his own. Kyle, to me, is better than Nelson and a rookie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with that. Doesn't CT want to stick with Emmy? He loves her. No, Emmy wants to stick with her uncle. You ain't heard CT call her, hey, my niece Emmy, he don't return the love. You can love on me all you want, but it's never returned. What Charles say? Now see, look at this. Look what Charles is doing. He got to jump in the shower real quick and Survivor chat in 5 minutes. Now, you know, that's something men can do. They can jump in the shower, take them a quick 2-3 minute shower real quick. I can't do that. If you hear me saying I'm about to take a shower real quick, that means it's at least 45 minutes. At least. So, okay, Charles, y'all know Survivor coming up in 5 minutes. We're going to see if Charles is on time. Who is this? Dabu. You got some rivals already listed. Let's look at what you say. Polly and Kyle would be a great rivals team. One, the beef between Kyle and Cara and Polly is so freaking old that when they come back as a rivals duo, like Kyle has had a whole nother baby. Polly and Cara have been together years. I don't think the tension is going to be as thick as it was a few seasons ago when, you know, they had just broke up, just got together, you know, all that. I think they'll play it up for the cameras, but it ain't going to be like, oh, I still want to whoop your ass type of beef. So I would love to see Polly and Kyle. Cam and Laurel. Ooh, that would be good. Ooh, that would be a good team. Theo and Rogan. I want to see it. Turbo and Jordan. I would want to see it, but would Turbo come back? Is Turbo allowed to come back? I don't know the T on Turbo. I would love to see that. Amanda and Tori. Amanda and Tori. I guess if they gotta have a beef. I feel like Tori wants a beef with Devin, so her and Devin could be teammates. I don't know why. I feel like this is a season production was like, okay, Devin, we gonna let you the easiest path for you to get to the end. You ain't got to get a skull. You ain't got to get nothing. All you got to do is sit over here with Josh and Big Brother and ride it out to the final. But is it Dabu? I'm here for this list. I would love to see that. CT doesn't love Emmy. I said that. That's a fact. He doesn't love any of these people. Facts. She's a useful pawn who does everything he tells her. You didn't tell not one lie. Not one lie. Okay, I do got to wrap this up. I'm going to read the last few comments, and then, we're going to come back and do Survivor. I know everybody who watches the challenge, y'all going to come back and see me and Charles do Survivor. We're going to give him about 2 or 3 extra minutes. Eric, me and you like this. We can't take no quick 5-minute shower. So we know Charles going to be a good 10 minutes. We're going to give him 10 minutes. And then do Survivor. I don't get why they wanted to make this episode a female elimination, even though Ashley just left. Ashley just left last episode. I thought Josh just left at last episode. Zuda, you missed the episode. Josh just went home. Yeah, because Kyle just switched over back to the Sapphire team. I really just want to see Cam next season. That's all I want. That's all I want to. Cam has to come back. Cam could come back. It might be a stretch wishing for Polly and Cara. That might be a stretch. But like if Cam came back and maybe Theo, some of the UK people that I like, I know some of them on the ban list. I think I watched a video of all the people who are kicked kicked off the show. But at least Theo, I forgot why Rogan was kicked off, but maybe is it Joss? Joss, you know, bring some people back that's good at the game. Quick question. I agree, Isaiah. I would love to see Theo again too. Um, y'all all saw Leroy's video and what he feels about MTV, how MTV didn't protect him. Me and Charles did a quick live. We got on live real quick. I do like Kaylee too. Yeah, bring back some of them. She a layup too though, but I like Kaylee. At least she gets in the game. Um, the way that Leroy feels about MTV and Cam is his girl. Do you think Cam will take a stance for her man and not come back as well? I don't know. I don't know. I hope not. Like, I want to see Cam, but I understand feeling how you feel and standing with your man. Girl, I get it. I get it. I'm 100% on Leroy's side. 100%. But I would love to see Leroy and Cam back in the game, especially Cam. Y'all want to see Georgia too. I like Georgia. I forgot why Georgia was on the ban list. I think she had on a blackface or something. But all them UK people that was around with War of the Worlds 1 and 2, I like them. Like they wasn't here for none of banana shit. They wasn't here for who else was with bananas? They was here to win some money. Jenny, all of them. As it stands, Cam won't come back unless MTV does something meaningful. That's what I was thinking, Michelle. I was thinking that too. Like my man done put his foot in MTV's ass on IG Live. I can't just come right back. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think MTV gonna do nothing though. I don't think Leroy would let her. Let's not say let. Strong independent woman over here. Let's not say let. I I think Leroy would let Cam. I don't think he would stand in her way. He would rather her to get her win. I think you meant to say he would not let her. Or I don't know what you meant to say, because that's kind of like you saying I don't think he would let her, but he want her to get a win. It don't make sense, but I feel you, Miguel. We're not gonna say let, but I think Leroy would appreciate Cam standing with him on this issue. But I think if Cam was like, I want to go back and get my win, he wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be an issue in their relationship. That's what I'm trying to say. And I want Cam to hurry up and get her win so her and Leroy can go get married and have babies and all that stuff. I really like them together. I think they might, unless MTV does certain things, maybe like they'll have to do more than just post they made. I didn't even see the post they made. So, she'll probably stand by her man. But if Cam comes back, I feel like she could win. I agree. Okay. All right, everybody. I saw the IG live, Stacy. The first one they did another one. I ain't seen it, and send me the link. Gone over on Twitter or Instagram. It's all Kiss My Cheeks TV, and send me the link. But I saw it, and me and Charles did a video on it. She wanted to get Leroy a win, otherwise she would have won. I agree. I feel like Kim really was doing last season for Leroy and not herself. So she definitely could win if she comes back. He wouldn't want her to stay home just for him. He would want her to win. I agree. I don't think Leroy would stand in Cam's way at all, like make no fuss about it. But I understand Cam if she as a woman want to stand with her man. Beautiful, beautiful couple. I agree. I miss the rookies that weren't afraid. I do too. I miss that. I don't want to even get into Emmy and Uncle CT again. I'm gonna wrap this up. I gave Charles 5 extra minutes to get his shower out the way. I'm about to send him the link for Survivor, and we getting ready to do Survivor in 2 minutes. So come back. Y'all know it's gonna be a fun night. I got my Stella Rose. I got the whole bottle. This is the Stella Rose I like, y'all. I don't know why I'm advertising for them, but I love Stella Rose. And we're gonna do Survivor in 2 minutes, 7 o'clock Central. So come right back. And then after Survivor at 8 Central, I'm gonna do All Stars too. So we getting ready to have a good time. I gave Charles his time. So I'm gonna end it right here. If you don't come back, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and hit like. You left your comments, so that's good. But if you're on the rewatch, leave your comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And I'll see y'all in a few minutes. All right. Bye.